Nicki Minaj, Randy Jackson, and Mariah Carey.
Unpredictable, smart, as always, song choice, genius. Genius. Nobody can do what you do, doing it with a song like that. That is a feel-good song. That is a feel-good record that made people, it was a massive hit. Putting that Candace on it, amazing. You brought me to tears, darling. I'm sorry, maybe it's a girl thing, but you brought me to tears, so. Yes. Honestly, Cree, you can sing anything, and I love to hear you sing. And that's the truth. And I think you know that at this point. And I always tend to go to words like organic and real, and I love when you, my favorite thing is when you lose yourself in song. And tonight I felt like there was a tendency to perform, like you felt like you had to perform a bit, and that's part of the whole thing. I totally understand that. But my favorite Cree moments are when you are lost in song and you just don't care what anybody thinks. You are just emoting. And that, if you keep singing like that, it's gonna keep you here a long, long time and further. So keep going. Perfect. Of course, all of our hearts and prayers go out to everyone in Boston. Yeah. That was a beautiful dedication. Thank you for that. On behalf of their friends and families and loved ones, such a beautiful thing to do. Wow, The Pretenders. I love Chrissie Hynde. I think that she really sort of is the perfect combination of toughness and vulnerability. And I've always loved her songwriting, her edge, and I think maybe that's something you could look to in terms of like, for inspiration or whatever, just because she had that special quality that really cut through and made her different. Not to say go away from who you are at all, just she's a very, it's sort of an eclectic choice, and I'm glad you made it because it was perfect, especially tonight in terms of, you know, your hometown. So God bless everyone.
You know how much I adore you, and I've probably been like your biggest cheerleader. Because Mariah's version is the only thing that I really have to base this off of, and her version is, you know, just embedded in my brain, I just felt on those lower, you know, when you first started, I know like with Mariah, when she's doing it like low, it still has some feeling in there. I feel you were really stoic, but there was no feeling in the beginning. It was just like, I don't know, if you seemed like not my normal Amber. You seemed a little scared. Maybe it's because you were doing her song, but she would have been up there with the, even, you know, she was gonna give you something even before she started going high. And I, you know, I needed to see that. I needed to feel that, because just because you're doing, I think maybe I don't know if you started low. I understand you wanted to go for the high notes, but today, even when you went to the high notes, I wasn't impressed. I felt you were still restricted. I didn't think it was good. I didn't like it, babe.
Yo, listen, let me just say this. It wasn't perfect, but I tell you what, I give you mad props, because I don't know if anybody could have done this sitting in front of this legend. I mean, you know, I know because I worked with Mariah for a long time. I mean, the record was #1 in every country. She was maybe even younger than you when she recorded it. I mean, so 30 million copies, you go stand there and sing in front of her, and I know it's hard because Nicki's right, in my brain too, and I'm sitting here next to her, I'm thinking, I'm listening to every phrase, every run, but I tell you what, I think that, aside for a couple of little parts there, I think you did a damn good job.
Yes. Yes.
It's hard. It's hard. I mean, yo.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes, yes. Vote for Amber, and that's the first thing I'm going to say. It's so funny because my mom used to sing that song to me as a baby, and I even knew it when I decided to remake the song. I heard it in the restaurant and was like, wow, this could be a huge international hit, and it just happened to be that for me. We've discussed records a little bit, just a little bit, you know, and I feel like, yeah, maybe that song, when I heard you doing this song, I said, oh man, her range is up. I love to hear you sing in that upper register, and I felt like, you know, maybe it would be a little bit not whatever because of that lower register, but you did some things, you made some new choices. I was like, like that. Might have to incorporate that. I don't usually sing this song in America because it's more like an international thing, and then I do it. But I loved a lot of the choices you made, particularly the end. Yay, Ray Chu for the lovely chord change at the end, and how you took the note up. So, yes, thank you, and thank you, Harry Nilsson, for writing a great song.
When you believe, somehow you will. Oh, you know you will. So you will when you believe. You will when you believe.
That is how you do a Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston song. I have to say, I remember having absolutely nothing and locking myself in my room, being little, and crying, listening to that song over and over, watching, they had performed, I think it was the video, but it was like a live performance or something, and I would just watch it over and over and just cry because I believed every word in that song. I believed that if I believed, there was nothing that I couldn't do. And I really, Candace, I really want to, outside, we all know you could sing, we all know you just tore that song up, but there's a bigger message here. Like, you know what I mean? I think for women, for people, for everyone, for Boston, everybody needs to feel that right now. And you know, rest in peace to the late, great Whitney Houston, because those are two divas, and that has never happened since. That kind of collaboration has never, ever happened since Mariah and Whitney. So the fact that you were able to have everybody on their feet and do that, yes, ma'am, diva, yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yo. Again? This is crazy, dude. Again? That's the best vocal of the night. Yo, listen. You are so in the zone, and what it really feels like to me, it's so funny that you sang the song. They won an Oscar for it. I remember being there, seeing it live with her and Whitney, sing it on stage at the Oscars. But listen, what is crazy, she believes you guys. You know that you can do this. No matter what happens, you got one of the best voices in the known world. And by the way, once again, it was not hard. It was hard as I don't know what, sitting here singing in front of her.
No,
Props to you. Amazing. Props. Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you, Randy.
Personally, I think you could sing anything in front of anybody, anywhere. But honestly, I don't want to break down and cry here because it does remind me of the moments that Randy was just discussing. And yes, rest in peace to the great Whitney Houston. I think you did her justice. And thank you. And I am so proud of you, as I always am, every single time you sing. You sing. Sing, Candace. Continue to sing.
Thank you.
No. Yeah, but something that showed off your voice as well as your performance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do hear what Randy's saying. Honestly, I love to see. First of all, I don't know this song. I love Dolly Parton, and I just, it was pow because you were very, I felt you were connected to the song. I love the whole dumb blonde thing. Like, I just thought it was cute. I really did. And you always give that fiery Janelle thing. But to me, what Randy is saying is that we also want to make sure America can hear everything you can do vocally. So just let them hear your chops, baby. That's all you have to do.
Thank you.
Cree. Hi, beautiful.
Hi.
You look very diva-esque. Divalicious, in fact.
Just for y'all.
I think it was a very smart choice because I think the key was in a great place for you. I noticed that there was a certain point where it may have gotten away from you slightly, but you reeled it in. And in terms of just Cree singing. Obviously, this is not what you've been kind of promoting as your style, but I think that once again, you've showed us your versatility, and that's something that cannot be faked. You have the ability to do bluesy, rock, country, whatever you choose at that moment. So, you know, keep doing it, and you're gonna stay here a long time, like I said before.
Thank you.
Yes, Diva. Very difficult to do a Beyonce song, I must say, because she has a specific way of doing things, singing things, pronouncing things. Her vibrato is very specific. What I loved about your rendition of this song is the clarity in your voice, which is never, it doesn't die. I don't know how to put it. It just floats. Yeah, it's here, and you're here to stay, as far as I'm concerned. Classic, beautiful, elegant. If America doesn't get this, I don't know, I'm an American and I get this, and all I can say is, as one American to another, you potentially a massive star. Thank you for this performance. Thank you, Amber. Please vote for Amber. Thank you for this performance, and you know what I mean.